want to talk about April 14th for a moment here. Our amazing contributor of the yummy food you're eating, Mr. Scott Fell, is going back before the federal judge on April 14th. He is passing around some cards right now. I don't know if he's available to come and speak. Hey, Scott, can you come up and tell us a little bit about what happened last time at court and maybe what we expect this time?
Especially when I'm not even prepared for this, but... Okay, yeah, last time, a lot of people showed up for court and it helped out enormously. I saw the prosecutor's eyes when everybody walked in. He definitely got his attention. And I want to take a second. Shona thanked everybody in this room that's helped, but how about Shona? A round of applause. Okay, I just want to point out one thing. I'm going to make this brief. The next court appearance I have is on the 14th, as Shona was just saying. It's one of, I think, the most important court appearances in my whole thing. The 14th. It's my Fourth Amendment standing motion. This motion, if I lose this motion... If I lose this motion, I almost should just pack up my bags and go. No! It's big. I want to see how many people in this room, by a show of hands, raise your hand, how many people in this room know at least one more person that isn't in this room? Okay. Now, how many of those people can show up on the 14th? Can you bring one person? Oh, yeah. It's that important to me and that important to the federal system to change these laws. I need as many people as I can possibly get to go. I'm handing out these cards. I'm gonna buy everybody lunch. We're gonna have a picnic across the street from City Hall at 12 o'clock on the 14th. I'm gonna buy everybody lunch. Whether you show up at court or not, just to show my appreciation, just show up for that. 14th, like I said, I'm going to end it with this, an extremely, extremely important court date for me. That's all I got. 12 o'clock, it's going to be on the cards I hand out. 12 o'clock is the picnic across the street from City Hall, and court, I think, is at 2 o'clock.
Let's get a big round of applause for Scott and his entire family. He's here with his son, Eric, who's doing security. Let's give a big applause for Eric. He's making sure that we're all safe.
Thanks, Eric.
And his wife, Diane, and his family is helping serve. She is also on trial. Our friends are facing 20 years on a bunch of bullshit, basically. It's a vindictive case. How many people were involved when Ed Rosenthal was being prosecuted? There's a lot of folks here that helped fill that courtroom and helped other people understand what was going on with that. And we need patient educators to tell other people in their lives what's going on. A lot of people don't know that medical cannabis providers are being tried in the state where compassion began by our federal government. And that is completely absurd. And the reason that it's going unnoticed is because people aren't making a big stink. Are you ready to make a big stink?
Yeah!
That's what I like to hear. Maybe one more time. I guess people's mouths are full, but it's okay. Are you Here we are celebrating the wonderful Irish culture, the fighting Irish, right? Fought off colonization from the English blokes there, they're pretty close there, right? And it's those spirits, you know, and those spirits that we have from every dinner that we do, that we need to keep building momentum to fight federal injustice. And nobody but us is going to be able to do it, I guarantee you. I've been, you know, and talked to all the national policy orgs and all the well-heeled lobbyists, and, you know, they're slowing things down.
Oh, go ahead.
And why do you think that is, folks?
I'll wait on
Because if if we solve the issue, if we pass the laws that we actually need to pass, these guys don't have a what? Job. So lobbyists, most of what they do is slow things down, and what activists do is push things through. Can I see a hand raised of how many medical cannabis activists are in the room? All right then, we shouldn't have any problems filling the courtroom on the 14th. You wanted to, show up to court as you would want someone to show up to court for you. If you've never done court support before, it's okay to sit this one out. If you've never done it before and you're feeling, scared about it, come to the lunch, learn a little bit more about the case, and then maybe join us next time. Because we need folks in the courtroom that are going to be taking note and able to get out and reach out to one more person and bring them next time and have them be aware of what motions are being made and what we're going through. There's another exciting thing going on and happening that I just want to make sure everybody's aware of. We have 2 seats available on the Medical Cannabis Task Force. And one is for a cultivator and one is for a physician or an accredited healthcare worker. And one of the folks who is graciously serving your dinner is also running to sit in the cultivation seat and is one of the folks that is working on the Axis of Love's garden for veterans. And I just want to bring Sam up for a moment so folks know who he is. Sam, come on up here. And I just want folks to know, his team has been really good about making sure that our veterans have very nice medicine.
Love you guys. Thanks for coming out. And glad we can get you guys food, get you some medicine tonight. And we hope to keep seeing you guys here at the end of every month. And stay tuned to what Shona has to say. She's bringing up a lot of important stuff for you guys. Enjoy.
All right, big round of applause for Sam, and thank him for running. Thank him for running for the cultivation seat of the Medical Cannabis Task Force. It's not easy to run and to present yourself in front of our Board of Supervisors and say, yes, I'm a representative of the community that deserves a vote. And this wonderful guy is hopefully going to be one of, great background. He didn't say too much about himself, but he has a background in plant science, and also in business, and he's a very progressive guy, and obviously he cares about the right things because he's here with us tonight, and those are the people we need to get on commissions and boards in this city. I want to get back to some music here, and I want to thank the DJ Paul up there, right up there, with the amazing tunes. He's also an amazing visual artist. I want to thank John Dyer, John Martinelli, Leo, and of course Greg, who crooned oh my God, that was magical. All right, I'm not sure which musician's up next, but I'm sure it will be wonderful. The Medical Cannabis Task Force getting the issue of compassionate care covered. I want you all back there April 15th and helping me push this envelope forward. Because if you think only people who can afford medicine deserve medicine, you need to get up from the table and leave right now, because I'm certainly not sharing with you. And many moons ago, Axis of Love, one of the first pieces of legislation that we authored and got Ross Mercarini to sponsor was a resolution. We sponsored a resolution that defined what compassion was legally to our sanctuary city for medical cannabis. Compassion is high-grade medicine given free to low and no-income medical cannabis patients. It's defined. It's legal. And in this resolution, it also called for every collective and cooperative that's permitted by the city to create a compassion program. The hitch here is that I couldn't pass it without it being voluntary. And that was kind of sad that there were members of the cannabis community that fought against us on this. Meaning that it's voluntary, right? Nobody goes and checks up on the collectives if they actually have a compassionate care. But what we learned is one of the most important things is to vote with your feet. If your local collective does not care for anybody but the people that can pay for their medicine, don't give them your money. Walk out. Let other people know. Let other people know, hey, this collective, they're not taking care of anybody but themselves. What's going on? And then there's the other half of it where we need, as compassion patients, to be able to show that this can happen without a lot of impact on the surrounding neighborhoods. And we're showing that every end of the month. We're showing that we can give out compassion to, I don't know, you should think there's over 100 people here, and not cause a big ruckus in the neighborhood. So I really encourage everyone, if you support this, to get to the Medical Cannabis Task Force on April 15th at 9:30 in room 400 and make it so they have to hear about compassionate care for, an hour before they get to start their meeting at public comment, because they pushed us back to only 10 minutes last time. So come on, help me do that. Will y'all help me do that? All right, thanks. So we're going to go around. If you're a patient, you've been marked as a patient. We're going to get everybody a joint, and we're going to get everybody a brownie. I want to thank John Martinelli, who made a wonderful medicated Tootsie Roll cake for patients. I don't know what that is. I don't need to know. I know it will be yummy.
Hi, Danger.
Hey, hi, Danger. I had something I could get his attention, but I don't. Come here. Give me sugar. Give me sugar. Go to wait. Oh, baby. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Thank you for coming to our dinner.
I love you guys. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you. We
And
love
I'll be
you
back.
too.
I want to come back and volunteer for you because I just love what you do.
Thank you so much.
And my name is Aretha.
Hi, Aretha.
What's your name?
I'm Denise.
Hi, Denise. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. I'll look forward to seeing you
And
soon.
you will. You will.